Alright, welcome back to another video on how to secure yourself financially. Right now, I'm looking at the beginner guide to financial statement. So to know how to read that, how to understand basic part of financial statement. And after I went through the balance sheets and the income statement, right now I am looking at the cash flow statement, a report that indicates a company inflow and outflow of cash. And this is important because company need to have on hand cash to pay expense and or purchase assets or purchase assets. So while the income statement can tell you whether a company made a profit, the cash flow statements can tell you whether a company generated cash over a period of time. And if we use the information from the balance sheets and the income statements, and the bottom line of this, it shows the net increase or decrease in cash flow. So this statement is made of three parts. Each part review the cash flow from operating activities, investing activities, and financing activities. Now, the operating activities, which it analyzes the net income from the income statements, and it reconciliates that with the actual cash that a company received from or used in its operating activities. And to do this, it adjusts the net income for any non-cash items that affect the income statement without any cash transaction involved, such as depreciation and amortization. All right, it takes into account the wear and tear, the amount of use or damage of some assets, and company spread the total cost of these assets they use, and the process of spreading that is called that, right? It's called amortization and depreciation. There is an example of how you can calculate that using the straight line depreciation. I'm not going to deep dive into that, but it's important to know that there is a particular way of how you can calculate. And also, it adjusts any cash that was used or provided in other operating assets and liabilities. So, what are the other operating assets or liabilities? All right. So, what are operating assets? In there, you have is the inventory. Okay. So let me now ask ChatGPT for this. Okay. No. Just one is to get in. Okay. We experience exceptionally high demand. Please hang tight as we work on scaling our systems. It's made on React. It's like React, Emotion, Next.js, Node.js, Sentry. Okay. PubSub.js. Okay. Core.js, which is using so Core.js is a patch. Emotion. Okay. Oh. So operating activities here. So when we talk about operating assets here, okay. So example of operating assets and liabilities. These are things that allow the company to run and support its operations. So account receivables, in Spanish that is cuentas por cobrar, okay, account receivable, inventory, prepaid expense, property, plant, and equipment. And when you talk about prepaid expenses, any pay that you do in advance, but you haven't used that, you haven't enjoyed that, you haven't consumed that. So, for example, rent. Here we are. So, insurance premiums, rent, advertising, office supplies. So, when you buy in advance ink or printer ink or paper, you may not use them until later. Software license, the company may pay for software license in advance, but the licenses are valid for several months or a year. A maintenance contract, a company may pay for maintaining contracts in advance, but the services are performed over several months or a year. Again, all of these are operating assets, okay? Operating assets that are allowed to support the company's operations. So here you have this account receivable, or in Spanish, cuentas por cobrar. All right. Accounts receivable, inventory, prepaid expense. Okay. So prepaid expense like insurance premiums, rent. Yeah, like insurance premiums, rent, advertising. So a company may pay advertising in advance, but the advertising campaign runs over several months. Mm-hmm. Okay, office supplies. So you might buy, yeah, you may purchase office supplies such as printer ink or paper in advance, but you may use or but may not use them until later. Software license and maintenance contract. Okay, so a company may pay in advance software licensing or maintaining contract, but their service or license are provide or are valid or performed over the several months or a year, right? So in any case, you have this is the most common example according to ChatGPT, prepaid expense. Okay, so here you have is insurance premiums, rent, insurance premiums, rent, advertising. The company may pay in advance an advertising campaign, but this will run over several months. Office suppliers. The company may purchase office supplies such as printer ink or paper. Okay, so office supplies, software license and maintenance contract. Okay, so I just want to look at an example of insurance premiums. Okay, let me take a look at insurance premiums. Example of insurance premiums. Well, here examples of insurance premiums. Health insurance premiums, auto insurance premiums, homeowners insurance premiums, life insurance premiums, liability insurance premiums, disability, long-term care insurance premiums. So when they say insurance premium, it can be health insurance, auto insurance, homeowner insurance, life insurance, liability insurance, disability insurance, long-term care insurance. Okay. Okay. Premium or insurance premium, such as health insurance, auto, 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 homeowners, life, liabilities, potential legal liabilities such as lawsuit or demand. Mhm. Disability insurance, long-term care insurance premium. Mm, okay. Again, this is one of the example of prepaid expense. Insurance premium such as health insurance, auto, homeowners, life, liabilities, disabilities, or long-term care. Interesting. Okay. Okay. In prepaid expense. So insurance premium, the rent, office supplies, marketing. Okay, when you pay in advance to a marketing agency, so they can later on run the ads over several months or for over several months. Okay. So advertising, office supplies, software license, office supplies, software license, and maintaining contracts. Okay. Okay. This is most of the time. This is the most common example of prepaid examples. All right. The insurance premiums, whether it's health, auto, life, homeowners, liabilities, disabilities, and long-term care, that they involve in a monthly payment to receive the service. Okay, interesting, interesting. hmm Because if you see yourself as a company, yes, you need that insurance. Okay, so you have insurance, rent. Okay, a company or a person may pay rent or lease period in advance, but the lease period extends over several months or a year. So advertising as well, office supplies, software license. Most of the time, people on third world country they barely pay about that unless they are a company, all right. But most of the time they barely pay that. They don't do that. We don't do that here. You should. So software license and maintaining contract. Okay. So this is prepaid expense. Okay. Insurance premium such as health, auto, homeowners, disability, liabilities, long-term care, life insurance. Interesting. Okay. You also have rent, uh, marketing. So insurance, rent, marketing, office supplies, and software licensing and maintaining contract. Okay, things are starting to fall into pieces, right? So, okay, everything's now makes sense. Okay, very interesting. Okay, this is one of the operating assets that allow us to run our business. Okay, so you have here accounts receivable, inventory, prepaid expense, property, plants and equipment, intangible assets such as trademark, okay, such as patent, trademark, copyright, trade secrets. This is also important here to know, right? Trade secrets, goodwill. So patents are exclusive rights granted to an inventor for a period of time to prevent others from using it. Whereas copyright is exclusive right granted to creators of original works of authorship to use and distribute their content for a period of time. Okay. Where now patents is for patents are exclusive right to granted to an inventor for a period of time, whereas copyright, according to ChatGPT, an exclusive right granted to creators of original works of authorships to use and distribute their creation for a period of time. So patents provide exclusive rights to an inventor to prevent others from using, making, or selling the invention. That's patent. And then you have copyrights, where now it work quite the same, but this is for the creators of original works that allow exclusive right to use and distribute their creations for a period of time. Trade secrets, confidential and proprietary information that provide a competitive advantage to a company, such as formula, process, and customer lists. Okay, so trade secrets. Yeah. Goodwill, the value of a company reputation. The value of a company reputation, brand recognition, and customer loyalty, which can generate future earnings and profits. So, okay, again, this is part of the intangible assets of operating assets, right? You have intangible assets, whether it can be a patent, they provide exclusive right to inventor to prevent others to use, making, or selling that invention. Copyrights that grant is exclusive right to creators of original works to use and distribute their creations for a period of time. Okay. Trademarks distinct design symbols or words that identify and distinguish a company's product or service from those of competitors. And trade secrets, confidential and proprietary information that provide competitive advantage to a company. So in trade secrets is confidential and proprietary information that provide a competitive advantage to a company, such as formula, process, or customer lists. Goodwill is the value of a company reputation, brand recognition, and customer loyalty, which can generate future earnings and profits. That's kind of the thing what I'm doing here, right? When I'm recording myself, learning all of this topic, specifically on finance, business, and technology as well. Mhm. Such as formula, process, and customer list. Goodwill, the value of a company reputations, brand recognitions, and customer loyalty, which can generate future earnings and profits. That's the goodwill. So the value of a company reputations, brand recognitions, and customer loyalty, which can generate future earnings and profits. Customer relationship, the value of a company's existing customer base and the potential to generate future sales and profit. Software, the value of a company's software program, which can improve efficiency, reduce costs, and enhance performance. So, for example, if you are, in my case, if I'm building an e-commerce for myself, that's the whole idea. The whole point when I this is something that might be off topic from this video, but yeah, I'm going to build an e-commerce with some technology, web technology like Vue, Nox, Strapi, Stripe, GraphQL, and Docker. And then they're going to deploy that on EC2 instance. Okay. And yeah, the whole idea here is to show that, well, this way of doing things is something that it can reduce costs, enhance performance, and improve efficiency. Okay. So then you have these intangible assets. So this is all of the intangible assets. Again, 7 most common example from ChatGPT. Okay, all right. And following the operating assets, okay, intangible assets, goodwill, investment in affiliates, okay, investment in affiliates, very, very important as well, okay. So investment in affiliates, okay, so refers to investment made by a company in other company in which it has significant influence but not full control. Okay, so after all, our investment that a company made to another company which has significant influence but no total control. So the investment is typically made to earn a return of investment or to gain a strategic advantage. Okay, the two use case from this investment affiliate is that or to earn return of investment or gain a strategic advantage in the market here. So gaining strategic advantage may be is brand recognition, okay? Might be brand recognition, establish a or yeah, maybe brand recognition, build your yeah, brand recognitions use the existing customer base from the other company, improve efficiency, productivity, all right? Improve efficiency and productivity, okay? Yeah, improve efficiency and productivity. Okay, so that might be one of market share as well. That might be one of the two or a couple example of how a company can gain strategic advantage by investment or by investing in other companies. So investment in affiliate. Okay. So investment in affiliates are company or even you, okay, that invest in other companies or people, but in this case in company because this is from operating assets in which you have significant influence but not full control. And this typically is made to earn some return of investment or gain strategic advantage, whether to uh, whether it can be brand recognition, improve your existing process, uh, position yourself in the market, you get a better position in the market. So some example of investment in affiliates include joint ventures, equity investment, limited partnerships, associates, and subsidiary. And this is something very, very important because as you build your YouTube channel, right? So investment in affiliate is something that you want to do there. This is not necessary to invest in company or another YouTube channel, whether it's based on cash or things like that. No, but also on their content and also on their user base, right? And also on that. So example of this is joint ventures. A joint venture is a partnership between two or more companies to undertake a specific business activity or project in which each company owns a share of the joint venture. Equity investment. Joint ventures. Equity investment. So joint ventures is a partnership between two or more companies to undertake a specific business activity or project. Joint venture. In Spanish, this is Aventuras Unidas, maybe something like that. Right? Joint venture. Empresas conjuntas. Joint ventures for that. In Spanish. According to Lingui. Empresas conjuntas. En participación, sociedad conjunta, empresa mixta. Oh, less common. Okay. The two companies agree on creating a joint venture. Empresa conjunta. Joint venture. Contrato de asociación. Asociación en participación. Joint venture agreement. Joint venture association. Contrato de asociación. Ok. Empresas conjuntas o asociación. Alright. Joint ventures. Empresa conjunta. Okay. So joint ventures It's a partnership between two or more companies to undertake a specific business activity or project in which each company owns a share of the joint venture. Equity investment. Example of joint ventures, for example, here. Example of joint ventures here. Joint venture examples. Okay, according to fastcompany.com. Okay. Okay, the 10 most innovative joint ventures. Okay. Joint ventures. Cantaro Bioscience for developing one of the first COVID-19 antibodies testing kit for research. Crocs for stepping into quirky collaboration with Cafe C, Post Malone, The Grateful Dead, and more. Who the fuck? Crocs. Joint ventures. Are we talking about the Crocs? Is that the Crocs? Oh, I get it. Okay, Crocs. Interesting. Joint ventures. Microsoft and SAS. Fiserv and USDA. Noah's Food Stamp. Kronos Group and Ginkgo Bioworks. Crocs is a joint venture. What? Crocs is a joint venture. Oh my god. Holy crow. Holy crow. Holy crow. PwC and XAS Lab. NASCAR and iRacing. For speeding the server fan with a virtual series when sport had a hit to break. What the? Okay. But Crocs is a venture, is a joint venture. Rimowa and Dior. Perennial luxury luggage company with over 120 years of history. But amid its recent cultural currency, suitcases have become statement piece in the wake of direct-to-consumer competition. Rimona has seen an opportunity to expand its brand and the way consumers perceive it. To that end, last October the company partnered with Dior men artistic director Kim Jones on capsule collection between Rihanna and Dior. The limited edition collection includes a hand case, a crossbody case, and spin-on classic Ramona cabin suitcase and trunks. The items were unmistakably Rimowa, while adding some Dior swagger. Ooh. And look, for installing electric vehicle charging station and commercial building with no upfront cost. Okay. For adding swagger to luggage and increase brand engagement. Swagger to luggage. Swagger to luggage. Coach Swagger. You gotta be fucking swagger. What is a swagger? Okay. Luggage, swagger. Okay, that is a swagger. Uh, okay. In Spanish is un bolso de mano. Okay, okay, okay. Interesting. Swagger. Mm, new official partnership. Mm, new official partnership. That's right. But this was 2 years ago. Roughly. Roughly 2 years ago. Where now they include that on internet. Oh my god. NASCAR. What? In 2021. Hot looks for hot land. Who the fuck? Is people. This is so whitey. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's like, yeah, okay. Fantasy life. Oh my god, NASCAR. It's like, Jesus. Okay. No, it's okay. You can have your own sport. It's like, whatever. Right. I wouldn't go there, man. I definitely wouldn't go there. It's like, nah, man. Even if I have money, I wouldn't go there. Looking a lot of cards spinning around. All right, it's like no, man, no, no. It's like going. I'm going to pay for that experience. I prefer to keep that experience off my life. It's like it's something that I can skip. Okay. But in any case, okay, I respect people that love that to enjoy that. I wouldn't go with them. Not at all, man. Not at all. In any case, so yeah, interesting. So Microsoft and SaaS, they announced a joint venture, Cantata Bioscience. Dang, holy crap! Joint ventures. Mm, and joint ventures. As part of the industry. Augmented reality and beauty and branding joint ventures. Again, here I'm looking at the top 10 according to Fast Company. The top 10 joint venture most innovative company in 2021. And Microsoft and SaaS. For building an emergency response system that functions during and before disaster. Oh, great. For enabling grocery stores to accept SNAP electronic payment right when it matters. There's a hunger crisis in America, according to the U.S. Census Bureau survey. More than 27 million U.S. residents report not having enough food to eat. Holy what? This is a country, man. This is a country by itself. 27 million U.S. residents report not having enough food to eat on a regular basis. Since the start of the pandemic, an additional 7 million Americans have been approved for the Supplement Nutritional Assistance Program. Oh my God. Many grocery stores thought were not equipped to handle SNAP recipients' electronic benefit transfer payment, formerly known as food stamp. Pfizer and USDA. Holy. Okay. Pfizer named world's most company innovator by Fast Company. Okay, okay, okay. Collaboration actions. Mm, Translating the latest DGA into information consumers can use. Equipment child nutrition program operator. Working with industry to help tailor. But in any case, okay. The USDA and FISERV. Okay, so you got example of it. So Crocs for stepping into quickly collaboration with Kathy C, Post Malone, The Grateful Dead, and more. Any brand that can collaborate with both Peeps, the sugar-coated marshmallow thread, and Bad Bunny, the Puerto Rican rapper and songwriter, has range. The footwear giant may well have a moment in 2020 as people embrace comfort from head to toe, but crowd depth and strategic brands partnership elevating its consumer mind and help drive sales. The company partner in 2020 include Post Malone, Vera Bradley, streetwear maven Chinatown Market, the China actress Jan Min, The Grateful Dead, and yes, of course, KFC. Resin shoes in new ways from making it glow in the dark, Bad Bunny, to adding gibbets, the charms that can personalize each shoes with a fried chicken scent. Oh my god. Oh, okay. With a fried chicken scent. They also spoke both to Croc enthusiasts while at the same time reintroducing the brand to a different consumer through this affiliation. The Cafe C collab, for example, drove almost 5.8 billion free media impressions. Combined with Croc's free pair for healthcare initiative amid the COVID-19 crisis, the company mastery of the pairing boosted sales 15.7 in the third quarter of 2020 compared with a year earlier. Okay. So this is example of joint ventures, okay? A company that invests in another company, a company that invests in another company which has significant influence but not full control. And typically they made this to earn return of investment, a return of investments, or to gain a strategy advantage, or both. Okay, earn some revenue from investment and gain a strategic advantage. So this is joint venture again, part of the investment in affiliates. Okay, equity investment. Well, a company may purchase significant stake in another company stock, giving it partial ownership of potentially a voice in the other company's management decisions. Limited partnership. A company may invest in a limited partnership that provides a share of ownership and control over the partnership assets and operations. Associates and subsidiaries. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. What next? What next? What next? Here. What next? Here. Investment in affiliate, deferred tax assets, and cash equivalents, such as bank deposit, money market funds, where this is a financial instrument that invests or purchase. It involves the purchase and sale of large volume of very shorter term debt products such as overnight reserve or commercial paper. Okay, so this money market fund. commercial paper, treasury bills, bank deposit, and cash equivalents. Short-term investments that are highly liquid and have a maturity of 90 days or less, such as bank certificate of deposit, money market accounts, and treasury bills. Mm, okay. So, to summarize some of a couple example of operating assets, that you have accounts receivable, in Spanish, cuentas por cobrar, inventory, prepay expense, so expense that a company pay in advance on things that it will enjoy or it will consume in the future, such as insurance premiums like health, life, auto, homeowners, uh, liabilities, disabilities, and long-term care. You also have is rent, office suppliers, okay, such as you buy uh, printer, okay, you buy ink, such as print ink, such as printer ink, okay, such as printer ink or paper, okay, that you want to use it on the future. Advertising, software license, and maintenance contracts. Software license and maintenance contract. You also having operating expense is uh, plant or property, plants, and equipment, intangible assets, such as trademark, um, yeah, such as intangible assets such as patent, trademark, copyright, trade secrets, goodwill, customer relationship, and software. So patents, so you have patents, right? You have patents, mhm, patents, trademarks, you have patents, trademark, mhm. So you have patent, trademarks, copyrights. Yeah, you have patents, Jesus, on intangible assets. You have patents, trademarks, copyright, trade secrets, goodwill is the company's reputations, brand recognitions, and in customer loyalty, customer relationships, and software. This is our part of the intangible assets. Okay, things that a company owns that has value, but they are not physical. Exactly. So patents, uh, patents, trademarks, license, or copyrights. Okay. So patents, trademark, copyright, trade secrets, goodwill, customer relationships, and software. And then I look at the investment in affiliates. Now, when a company, uh, so one company invests in another company one company invests in another company which has significant influence but not total control. And they made that to earn revenue from investment or in taking a strategic advantage on a strategic or gaining strategic advantage. So here you have these joint ventures, equity investment, limited partnership, associate, and subsidiaries. And as you follow down on the list, in the investment in affiliate, you also have deferred tax assets and cash equivalents, such as bank deposit, commercial paper, treasury bill, money market funds. So that'll be all for this video. Take care. Bye bye.